first got introduced to Sangamon CEO as an investor before my kids were, they were still in grade school at that point. And I saw what the potential of it was at that point and thought it sounded like a good idea, and so was one of the original investors when they came to town. Carrollton Bank was. And I started off as a mentor at that time. And so eventually then my kids came into the came to the age where they could be part of the program, all applied and all have been through. So I've had 3 kids go through, and it was the best learning experience they've had in any educational setting to date, including college.
I think one of the things that's nice is we've been very good about having vertical markets that we focus on. And what I mean by that is like the banking industry, and just being very specific, like we pursue banks and credit unions. And if you work in a specific industry, you can start to see around corners.
You know, we had the opportunity to be a case study for the CEO program last year, and I was able to present to the full class and talk to them a little bit about my journey as an entrepreneur, and then get pretty deep into our business and what some of our challenges are. And then after that, we were assigned a group of students that did a pretty deep dive into our company and picked a very specific project to focus on. At the end of it, I got to attend a presentation where the kids revealed some of their findings and their research, and I was just blown away by what they had learned, not just through the program, but also by what they presented to us, and some very useful feedback that we were able to deploy some of it and make use of it.
You know, one of the things that really struck me was we went to college tours with my middle daughter, and I won't name the university, but it was, you know, one of the top universities in the country, probably a top 50 university, and they had a similar program, the Sangamon CEO, and I heard them explaining this program, and what I heard and what we've experienced with Sangamon CEO is that this is actually better than the product I was hearing that was going on at the university that they were touting as one of their best accomplishments at the university. And I think one of the things that makes Sangamon CEO different or better than like that program is they build a connection with the business owners in this town. But we've got also businesses that are, not only national companies but international companies in Springfield. So the exposure that these kids are getting to some really bright leaders in our community, I think it's just unparalleled anywhere that I've seen anyway, and again, including universities. You know, if someone asked me what is this class, I'd say, well, it's basically a university 400 level entrepreneurial class to me that they're getting in high school. And again, I've seen that it's just as comparable now to what my kids are now going through college, or not comparable, better.